Hey guys, welcome to the 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. Man, it is a beautiful, beautiful day. It's warm but windy, and warmer than I thought I was going to be out here, I'll tell you that. It's about 74 degrees out here. It's too warm for this sweatshirt, I'll tell you that. But the wind is whipping through here, and so I'm hoping the windscreen on my microphone will do its job, because the wind is blowing really good today. Beautiful day though, just gorgeous. Supposed to have rain this afternoon, it said. And it looks like it. It looks like we're going to get rain. But the wind is blowing. I am smoking my LCS Briars Stubby apple. Probably my favorite pipe right now, I would think. And in it, I'm smoking some Frog Morton on the Bayou, which is well, my hat's about to blow off here. It's blowing so hard out here. And it's blowing so hard my Zippo won't light up, and that's a rare thing there. And I just filled this puppy too. But this Frog Morton is something else, boy. This is probably the only tobacco that I will retrohale every single puff I take. It is that good. It is that good. I wish I had discovered this stuff back when it was available. Dadgum, that's good stuff. This is going to be one of those special occasion tobaccos. I shared some of it with Scott when he came over, and let him take some home with him, because he had never tried it either. So, but the rest of it that I have left will be stored away for very special occasions. And man, that's good stuff. we are kind of up on the top of a hill here, the highest point in Salem. And the wind comes kicking up here pretty good, and I love it. I love the wind that when we get the wind up here. But the house is like a C shape or a U shape, whatever you want to call it. And when the wind comes up here, it'll form like a cyclone or a twister type thing, and it just blows the leaves up against the house, and it wraps around we have a patio table, and it just blows all the leaves up under the table and forms a big mountain of leaves, and I keep blowing them out of there. Every 2 days I get a big mountain of leaves under the table. Every 2 days. So I think I'm going to have to just get rid of the leaves back here in the backyard. At least on this part of the yard here, and maybe down at that end of the yard it won't be so bad, but it just makes a mess up here every 2 days. And the oak tree is bare now, so we won't be getting any more leaves dropping here. So just gonna have to get the mower out here and just mow these leaves into mulch them into the ground, I guess. Chop them up and then rake them onto the grass so they're smaller. This ain't working. This ain't working at all. I tell you, I had such a blast with Scott when he came over. It was just, we spent about 6.5 hours here together, and it just flew by. I mean, it just flew by. We were out here for 4.5, 5 hours in the backyard, and then we went inside and sat and talked for another hour and a half, 2 hours. It was just an awesome time, and he's just an amazing young man, and we have a lot in common. And it's just it was a blessing to get to know him, and he's a very generous young man too, I'll tell you. Well, we're already talking about getting together again, so I know it's going to happen again. So. Man, this pipe, I've been smoking this pipe without a filter the last few times, and I put a filter in it today. This pipe smokes wonderful with a filter in it. You can't even tell there's a filter in it. That's the thing that I like about Simon's pipes, is a lot of filter pipes, when you smoke them, you know there's a filter in it. With Simon's pipes, you can't tell there's a filter in them. They're still just have a nice wide open draw, even with the filter in them. And I'm using a filter that I don't normally like. I'm using a Dr. Pearl. I normally don't like the Dr. Pearl filters. I normally like the big bins. But Dr. Pearls always seem to be more restricted than the big bins do when I smoke those. I'm getting no restriction from this at all. It just seems to it's like Simon's pipe is just made to smoke with perfectly with a filter, no matter what filter you use. And that was something I wanted to try, was using the Dr. Pearl. The Dr. Pearls you have to use with a certain way, you have to face a certain direction, and I never liked using the Dr. Pearls. Doesn't mean they're not good filters. For my own personal taste, I just felt they were a little too restricted. And the big bins just seemed much freer to use when I used them. It gave me a much more unrestricted draw. And I'm no expert on filters at all, because I rarely use filters. And those two are the only two I've ever tried. So between those two, those were the only two I've tried. But man, this pipe smokes good, especially with this tobacco in it. My goodness. This will be a blend that gets smoked on holidays and things like that. And I wish I had got to try more of the McClellan's blends. I've only tried Frog Morton Cellar and Frog Morton on the Bayou. Those are the only two I've ever tried. And, man, they are delicious. That is just a delicious, delicious tobacco. I would be right up there with Black Irish Twist in my top two favorite tobaccos. That is so good. And by far the best retrohale of any tobacco I've ever smoked. It's the only tobacco I've retrohaled every single puff I've ever smoked of it. Well, guys, I am gonna say goodbye here. Finish this bowl up, and then I will catch you later. Y'all have a good day. God bless, and have a good week. Talk to you later.